So
Krishna.
this at this stage, to reach that stage only, we have to practice so much, and Krishna gives little bit difficulties, just to give the unit test and all. Then the biggest test is coming ahead, so he'll give you little bit difficulty and test you whether you're ready or not. So difficulty is necessary in devotee's life to just examine yourself.
True.
So that's
Very
what
true.
point I.
Very nice. Yeah. And that is the way Krishna brings us closer to Him. We come closer to Krishna through those difficulties. That makes us more purified and more qualified to come close to Krishna. So if we are convinced of that, then we will not be disturbed. Yes, Mataji?
Sometimes Krishna arranges some difficulty to bring the devotee closer to Krishna as well.
Yes.
Because like one of the member in Nanda Gopal Prabhu's team, I think I discussed with you, he lost the child, and we have seen how they were in the difficulties, and then finally they got in touch with Charu Maharaj, and he actually gave him darshan for really 1 hour, which completely transformed their life. Now they are such wonderful devotees in his team. And sometimes Krishna arranges some difficulties to
Yes.
bring the devotees closer to him as well.
Yes, definitely.
So that's what I felt. That one.
No, exactly. That's exactly right. So the whole purpose is to bring us closer to Him, because He loves us. You see, it's out of love that these difficulties are there, so we can come closer to Him. Isn't it? Yes. So every time you do decoration, Mataji, you go through so many challenges, isn't it? What is your experience? Can you share?
Completely Gopinath's mercy.
I'm sorry.
It's completely Gopinath's mercy.
Yes, it is Gopinath's mercy. You're more and more convinced about it.
Yes. I just remember, I don't know maybe this point I had already told. Indradumna Maharaj, I'm not getting the name of the forest, where he
Amazon
went.
forest.
Yes, Praveen. There's, after reading his diary only, I couldn't, how much difficulties went, how many sickness he went, but still he didn't live, and he went and preached and made the center like that.
Yeah, that's right.
So only there is surrender to Gopinath, and that's how he could do it.
Yeah, very good example. That is a sannyasi. That he quotes this point about fearlessness in his diary all the time. How sannyasi should be fearless. Because when you are traveling, when you are alone, you don't know what to expect. Right? Anything can happen. Yes, Tantra. Sorry.
No, that's okay, bro. I don't know whether the question is right, but if an atheist asks a question, because fearfulness is a very relative in a sense. What one person fears is not necessarily other person is fearing for the same thing. So then the question is, if atheists ask, why should you fear for that? What is the need to follow Krishna consciousness, which is not necessary to overcome that fear? How can we answer, Prabhu? Do you understand? How can we reconcile?
How can we take up Krishna consciousness to overcome that fear?
Yeah. For an atheist perspective. Because
How do you convince an atheist? Because fears are different for
different people. What one person fears for one thing.
Yeah, that's all right. Whatever, ask him what is fearful about.
Prabhu, what is that saying? There's no atheist in a foxhole?
Yeah, that's right. Very true. There is a saying like that. When the chips are down, when difficulties come.
When you're fighting a battle in a foxhole?
No, in a trench. There are no atheists in the trench. Yeah. In the war front, in the battlefield, he said there are no atheists in the trench. Yeah, because in that place you can't have not faith in the Lord. You have to depend on the Lord completely, because death is there every second. So like that they can give examples. Prabhupada gave an example to one atheist. I'll give you an example how Prabhupada answered this question. He was, I think I told this also, that car racing driver. They tell the story of the car racing driver. There's one person who came to meet Prabhupada in Calcutta. He was a car racing driver. And Prabhupada, when he came to see Prabhupada, he was not at all interested in Krishna consciousness, but somehow he came to meet Prabhupada. And see how Prabhupada, just observe how Prabhupada preached to him. So first, I don't know, quite a long time, half an hour, 1 hour, he just spoke about car racing only. Prabhupada talked only about car races. Since the last 50 years, how many car races held in Calcutta? Who won this race in 1930 and who won in 1940 and this one and that one? Who won 5 times? Who won 6 times? This one went for 1 hour, that one took 1 hour, 10 minutes, he finished the race. The record time and and that man was really into it, and I really thought, wow, this Swamiji is cool, He's not preaching to me, he's only talking about car racing. And I had a long conversation. And Prabhupada kept on giving more points, and he started telling more points, and they're discussing it like they were 2 car racing buddies. Well, Prabhupada being a racing car driver. He is actually Krishna consciousness. Anyway, the man was really into it, and finally he asked him, he said, but when you drive, don't you feel fearful? So, no, Swamiji, I am not fearful at all. I am confident. And so then Prabhupada said, all right. Again he talked more car racing and more this thing. They said, but you see, if you're going around a corner at a great high speed and the brakes fail, don't you feel fearful? And then he said, yeah, that time sometimes I feel fearful. And Prabhupada said, oh. Like in Hindi they say, ab aaya oont pahad ke niche. Now he's come on the track. And then he said, when you become fearful, then what do? He said, I think of God, I pray to Him. And Prabhupada said, now we are on the right track. He said, then do you know who is God? And he didn't know. Then 1 hour Prabhupada preached to him, Krishna is God. Because he had listened to him for 1 hour, he had made emotional deposit, now time for withdrawal. He had to listen, he couldn't keep, he had talked about car racing, Prabhupada 1 hour, very patiently listened to him. Now he said, now payback time. Now you listen about Krishna now. Sit down and listen. You don't know who is God, I'll tell you. Listen, Krishna is God, okay? So, connected to this verse, fearfulness, you see. I'm not going away from the topic. Just talking about fear. So like that, in those circumstances, Prabhupada preached to him, you are talking about atheist, right? So that man was an atheist before. He said he denied God, he denied that he even had fear in his life. He said, I am fearless. But then Prabhupada educated him, told, no, you actually are fearful, but you are ignorant of your fearfulness. So then make him understand that. So it has to be relevant to that person. Then the atheist will accept. You see, it's not easy. That's why we have to pray to Radha Gopinath, pray to Krishna, please guide me how to find out the person is relevant to that person. Car racing is relevant to that man, it's his life, it's his bread and butter. So he likes to talk about that. Then in that you see how Krishna consciousness can be connected. And that's the expertise of a devotee. A devotee is expert in that he can connect to Krishna consciousness. Alright? Just an example.
Hare Krishna. I've actually asked Guru Maharaj this question in the Bhagavatam class after he told an example about Lord and Narad Muni went to 2 devotees where Lord actually gave a benediction to one of the very wealthy persons, saying that your wealth will go 10 times. And he actually cursed a Brahmana who only had 1 cow, said that your cow will die tomorrow or and very soon. And Narad Muni was actually asking that why you did it, and Lord explained. I actually ended up asking Maharaj, saying that was that the only way to make them Krishna conscious, and Maharaj actually gave an answer saying that Krishna knows better. So he knows how much you can handle, and Krishna knows his child, and he knows better than all of us. So we should not doubt why he has given it in such a way, or why he has done it in that way.
Yes.
So that is how Maharaj has explained. So all the difficulties, he says that if you are failing all those difficulties, saying that Krishna knows that you can handle it, that's why he is testing you.
Correct. According to capacity of the devotee, that's also right. That's also heard from many Maharajas, that Krishna only gives a test that you can handle. He won't give a baby a big test, the baby can't handle. Only whatever is capacity, according to capacity, he gives. So if one doesn't have the capacity, then one doesn't. That's why the sadhu gives 4 different kinds of blessings, right? He tells he blesses the butcher, the prince, 4 kinds of people he gives blessing to, the devotee. And who's the 4th one? Ma Jiva Mamara. Yeah, he blesses the Muniputra.